Ever feel like you're constantly hangry, crashing mid-afternoon, or reaching for snacks just to keep going? What if those blood sugar swings were doing more than just messing with your mood? It could actually be sabotaging your fertility. In today's episode, I'm diving into how blood sugar imbalances might be throwing off your hormones, damaging egg and sperm quality, and even making it harder for implantation to happen. Plus, I'll share how to recognize the signs if your blood sugar is off and give you practical tips to regain control, even if you are stuck in that hangry cycle. Let's unpack what's really going on and how to fix it. Feeling like this whole baby-making journey is never going to work out? You've done it all, diet changes, supplements, tracking your cycle, and yet the pregnancy test is negative. It's so frustrating, and you're asking yourself, why isn't this happening for us? I'm Susan Gladstein, a holistic fertility coach and mom to 7, including 2 miracle babies after a vasectomy reversal, and I get it. Being told everything looks fine by doctors while still feeling stuck can leave you feeling hopeless and confused. On this podcast, I'll share practical, natural ways to support your fertility without all the overwhelm. Forget the everything's normal talk and the rush into fertility treatments. I'm here to show you a better way. If you're ready to take practical steps that fit with God's plan for your family, you're in the right place. I truly believe that you can have the baby you've been praying for. Did you ever imagine just how lonely and overwhelming the post-vasectomy reversal journey could feel? There's so much conflicting advice, even in Facebook groups, and seeing others get pregnant so easily, it's hard not to wonder, what am I doing wrong? That's why I created the VR Baby Bootcamp happening on February 24th. This isn't about generic advice. It's about cutting through the noise and giving you a clear, personalized plan to fit your unique lifestyle. We'll cover how to improve egg and sperm quality, tracking cycles the right way, and creating a plan that works for both you and your partner. Most importantly, you'll leave with confidence that yes, it will happen. Join me on February 24th and let's take the next step together. Register at susangladstein.com/bootcamp. Have you ever thought about how being hangry could actually be holding you back from conceiving? I mean, it sounds simple, but blood sugar imbalances might actually be the hidden culprit behind your fertility struggles. In this episode, I'm going to share how those highs and lows in your energy and cravings could actually be messing with your hormones and how to fix it. I'm going to share a little bit of my own story with blood sugar. So as a kid, I can still vividly remember sitting in class, not feeling the greatest. I went to raise my hand and my hand just collapsed. It was numb. My whole right side had gone numb. My speech was slurred, so I couldn't even ask. I felt like I needed a snack, but I couldn't even ask to get up and get it. And then it was always followed by a horrendous headache, very light sensitive. And doctors just kind of brushed it off as like, it's a migraine, and would prescribe pain medication and leave it at that. Not once, ever, in all of the years that I struggled, did anyone ask how much water I was drinking or anything like that. And it wasn't until much later in life. I mean, I had these issues from probably 3rd or 4th grade until, well, I'm in my 4th pregnancy, and of 3 of the 4, I've had gestational diabetes. So I've had blood sugar issues most all of my life. And looking back, I mean, my childhood diet was, let's be honest, a disaster. Breakfast was, sugary cereals like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which obviously now I realize would send me on this roller coaster of energy spikes and crashes. And it didn't stop there. I mean, it followed me all the way into adulthood. And as a Dr. Pepper addict, I was stuck in this cycle where I couldn't even go on vacation without needing my fix of sugar first thing in the morning. Otherwise, my whole day was just ruined. So obviously, as a health coach, I've been on this journey of studying nutrition and even learning what works for my body. And when I really learned how to stabilize blood sugar, focusing on real foods and balancing meals with protein and healthy fats and fiber, ditching those sugar-loaded, quote unquote health bars, it was a game changer in how I felt for my energy, my health, and obviously my fertility. Blood sugar imbalances can significantly affect your fertility, and it often goes unnoticed because it impacts so many systems in the body. For women, blood sugar imbalances cause the body to release more insulin, which can lead to insulin resistance, and that's a major driver of PCOS, one of the leading causes of infertility. PCOS disrupts ovulation, makes cycles irregular, and leads to higher levels of androgens or male hormones, which can reduce egg quality and prevent ovulation altogether. So even if you don't have PCOS, fluctuating blood sugar levels can cause spikes in cortisol, which is our stress hormone, and that interferes with the delicate balance of the reproductive hormones like estrogen and progesterone. Both are critical for ovulation and maintaining a pregnancy. High blood sugar levels can also trigger inflammation in the body, which damages cells, including eggs. And chronic inflammation has been linked to poor egg quality and lower chances of successful implantation. Blood sugar imbalances can also negatively affect thyroid hormones, which are essential for regulating your menstrual cycle and maintaining a pregnancy. So if your thyroid is out of sync, it can make conceiving so much harder. For men, high blood sugar decreases testosterone levels while increasing estrogen, and this hormonal shift reduces sperm production and affects the shape, motility, and count of sperm, all which are critical for conception. Elevated blood sugar can also increase oxidative stress, damaging sperm DNA and reducing the chances of successful fertilization. Sperm with damaged DNA are less likely to lead to a viable pregnancy. And high blood sugar also impacts circulation by damaging blood vessels. Reduced blood flow affects critical areas like the testicles, which need proper blood flow to support healthy sperm production. And unfortunately, many doctors don't immediately connect blood sugar to fertility struggles. Standard lab tests often focus on glucose and hemoglobin A1C levels, which only tell part of the story. For example, you might have insulin resistance, which doesn't always show up in a basic glucose or A1C test. And normal lab ranges often reflect averages in a population that's increasingly unhealthy, rather than optimal levels for reproductive health. And that's why a more comprehensive approach is needed, one that includes checking fasting insulin levels, inflammatory markers, and thyroid function. When blood sugar is constantly spiking and then crashing, it creates a ripple effect across your entire endocrine system. High blood sugar leads to increased insulin production, and elevated insulin triggers more cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol disrupts estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone levels, and hormonal imbalances can really affect ovulation, egg quality, sperm quality, and even implantation. And this cycle can make conceiving feel like an uphill battle. But the good news is, balancing blood sugar can help break this cycle and restore harmony to your hormones. A 2019 study published in Fertility and Sterility found that women with insulin resistance had significantly lower rates of ovulation and higher rates of miscarriage compared to women with balanced insulin levels. Research also shows that men with elevated blood sugar levels have a 30 to 50% higher risk of sperm DNA damage, which can lower pregnancy success rates. A study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism also found that women with balanced blood sugar levels experience improved egg quality and higher success rates with both natural conception and assisted reproductive technologies like IVF. So, how do you know if your blood sugar is off? Okay, do any of these sound familiar? You have constant fatigue, especially after you've eaten. You have cravings for sugar or carbs, mood swings or irritability. Hello, hangry moments. You have difficulty losing weight, particularly around your belly. Or maybe you have trouble sleeping or waking up in the middle of the night often. If you're nodding along, your blood sugar could be out of balance, but the good news is there are simple ways to fix it. Here are a few steps to get started. Number 1, balance your meals. Always include protein, healthy fats, and fiber with every meal. This helps keep your blood sugar stable and prevents those spikes and crashes. Number 2, ditch sugary snacks. Instead of quick fixes like energy bars or soda, offer whole food snacks like nuts, seeds, or even Greek yogurt. Number 3, get moving. Even a 10 or 15, 20-minute walk after meals can improve insulin sensitivity. Number 4, manage stress. High cortisol levels from stress can wreak havoc on blood sugar. Incorporate prayer, meditation, or even breath work into your daily routine. Number 5, sleep smarter. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep to support hormonal balance. And number 6, you can consider supplements like magnesium, cinnamon, omega-3s that can all support your blood sugar balance, but obviously check with your doctor first. I know how confusing it can be with so much conflicting advice out there about nutrition, fertility, and what actually works. You might feel like you've tried everything, cutting carbs, adding superfoods, or even following someone else's plan, but maybe you're still not seeing the progress that you want. And if you're anything like me, maybe you grew up thinking Cinnamon Toast Crunch was a balanced breakfast. Or maybe you didn't even realize that corn and peas count as carbs, not vegetables. The truth is, fertility nutrition isn't a one-size-fits-all, and that's where I can help. In my free fertility consultation, we'll cut through all the noise and get specific about what will work for your unique body, preferences, and lifestyle. I'll help you create a personalized plan so that you can stop second guessing and start taking real steps toward your miracle baby. If you're ready to get clarity and confidence, schedule your free consultation today at susangladstein.com/fertility. Thank you so much for joining me on Conceiving After Vasectomy Reversal. I hope you're feeling encouraged and more hopeful on your journey to growing your family. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little extra support. I absolutely love reading your reviews. They mean the world to me. Like, seriously, words of affirmation are my love language. So let's stay connected. Find me on Instagram at conceivingaftervr and join our Conceiving After Vasectomy Reversal Facebook community for even more support and encouragement. I believe that God placed the desire for a child on your heart for a reason, and I'm grateful to walk alongside you in this season, to encourage you, and to help you find joy in the journey, trusting that His plan is greater than we could ever imagine.
Thanks for listening.